Have you ever looked at your dog and just had that feeling like they know something you don't? Well, today we're jumping into a story that starts with that exact moment, and honestly, it might completely change how you see your four-legged friend. So it all started with this question from a worried pet owner. They had this golden retriever who suddenly started acting really strange, just constantly whimpering and obsessively sniffing their older 11-year-old Beagle. You can imagine the owner, right? They're confused, a little freaked out, and just trying to figure out what is going on. And here's the kicker. The Beagle seemed totally fine. I mean, he was eating, he was sleeping like a typical senior dog, and just going about his day like normal. To the owner, there were absolutely no red flags, no signs that anything was wrong. So, what was the golden retriever picking up on? Well, it turns out this owner was not alone, not by a long shot. Once they asked that question, the floodgates opened. Story after story came pouring in from other people, all describing the same incredible phenomenon. Their dogs acting like, well, like living, breathing alarm systems. Someone in the community offered this interpretation, and it just hits you right in the gut. They said what the golden retriever was doing was basically a desperate translation. It was trying to say, hey, my friend is broken. You're the human. You fix things. Please, fix my friend. It wasn't just weird behavior. It was a plea for help. And this is where the stories get absolutely wild. Take this one, for example. One dog became fixated on a very specific spot on another dog. The owner, instead of shrugging it off, paid attention and went to the vet. And you know what? It was cancer. And because they listened to the dog's warning, they caught it so early that it saved their pet's life. Incredible. And get this, it's not just about dogs sensing things in other dogs. This ability seems to extend to us, too. In another story, a dog just would not stop poking its owner right in the side of her breast. She finally thought, okay, this is too weird to ignore, went to the doctor, and it was breast cancer. She says flat out that her dog saved her life. The range of conditions they can sense is just mind-boggling. One person shared that their younger dog would get all anxious and start whimpering seemingly out of nowhere. At first, they were just confused. But then their other dog would have a seizure. They quickly realized the whimpering wasn't random. It was a pre-seizure alert. The dog knew it was coming before anyone else did. Okay, so you hear these stories, and you just have to wonder, right? Is this all just a bunch of amazing coincidences, or is there something real going on here? Well, the answer isn't magic. It's a biological superpower. Exactly. How on earth can they know these things? It feels like something out of a comic book, but the explanation is actually way cooler because it's real. And it all comes down to a dog's most powerful tool, its nose. So here's the science behind it. It's all about what's called the scent of sickness. Our bodies are constantly releasing these microscopic chemical signatures called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs for short. Now, when we're healthy, we have a certain scent profile, but diseases like cancer or diabetes actually change that chemistry, creating unique VOCs that our noses can't detect at all, but a dog's nose sure can. And this chart just puts it all into perspective. Look at this. We humans have around 6 million scent receptors. That sounds like a lot, right? Well, a dog can have up to 300 million. And it's not just the number. The part of their brain that processes smells is 40 times larger than ours. So it's not just that they smell better than us. They're literally experiencing a world of information through scent that we are completely blind to. So when you put that science together with all those stories, it all clicks. All those different kinds of cancers, lymphoma, kidney problems, they all create those unique scent markers. Same for the sudden changes in blood sugar that happen with diabetes, or the chemical shifts in the brain right before a seizure. That's what these dogs are smelling. Okay, so we have the jaw-dropping stories, and we have the fascinating science, but the big question is, what does this all mean for us? For you, what should you actually do if your dog starts acting like this? If you take one thing away from this whole thing, please let it be this. This is not just your dog being weird. It is an active attempt to communicate something important. They're trying to tell you something is wrong, and it is up to us to learn their language. So here's a simple little playbook. 1. Observe. Is this a brand new behavior? Is it persistent? 2. Take it seriously. The universal advice from everyone who's been through this is do not brush it off. 3. Make that vet appointment or a doctor's appointment for yourself. And 4, and this is so important, tell the vet exactly what's been happening. Describe the sniffing, the poking, whatever it is. That could be the key that helps them figure out what to look for. And this is absolutely critical when it comes to our older pets, just like the Beagle who started this whole story. As our pets age, they're more likely to get sick. And just like with people, catching a problem early can make a world of difference for their treatment and their quality of life. So the next time your dog does something that seems a little odd or out of character, just pause. And before you dismiss it, just ask yourself, what are you trying to tell me? You never know. It could be the most important question you ever ask.